Hi guys, it's Shriya here and welcome back to my channel Beauty and the Code. आज के वीडियो में I'm going to talk about Latafa Angham perfume. Now this one is one of the most requested perfume reviews on my channel. I was just testing and trying this perfume and consolidating my thoughts. That's why it took a little while for me to shoot this video. But I've done my analysis. I have all my notes ready for you. So I am quite ready and prepared for today's review. So let's begin. Before we do so, make sure कि आपने मेरे channel पे subscribe कर लिया है. You've hit the bell notification and you follow me on Instagram. And now let's get started. So first of all, I just want to mention, even before I talk about the packaging, I do want to mention that, I have the original Burberry Goddess perfume with me. And this is how the original Burberry Goddess perfume looks like. For people who are wondering why I'm showing this perfume is because Latafa Angham is said to be inspired by Burberry Goddess. And these are the two bottles that you're seeing. Both the bottles are supremely beautiful. This one is super classy, super beautiful, super luxe, and so does this. Like, this has these musical notes all over it. So I absolutely love this packaging as well. And I will definitely do a scent profile comparison in this video, so stay tuned for that. Let's begin with the packaging of Latafa Angham. It comes in this box, which is like an off-white and golden box. Again, the musical notes are kind of like engraved here, which looks beautiful. Here, 100 ml bottle is mentioned, like this is 100 ml. And Latafa logo is mentioned right here. पीछे के तरफ box पे all the details are mentioned along with the quality sticker. The box is very simple, very straightforward. The packaging is quite like straightforward, and of course the perfume is sitting right here inside, which I've taken out. And this is how the Angham bottle looks like. It has Angham written right here. It has Angham written right here, and very gorgeous bottle with this center metallic strip running with the musical notes made here. आगे पीछे दोनों के तरफ म्यूजिकल नोट्स हैं एंड बॉटल बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल है. वेरी हैवी ग्लास, गुड क्वालिटी स्टफ. इसका जो कैप है वो मीडियोकर फिट है. मैं रेकमेंड नहीं करूँगी कि परफ्यूम ऐसे होल्ड करो, क्योंकि यार कभी भी धोखा हो सकता है एंड यू मे एंड अप crashing your bottle. So just hold it with care, because ultimately this is a glass bottle, right? So this is how the atomizer looks like. I just want to spray this as well. So this is how nice the sprayer is. It diffuses the product really well, and the scent profile is super gorgeous. Now this one to my nose is an oriental vanilla. It's kind of rich. It smells like a rich woman. It smells like a lady who is wearing like a figure hugging black dress, and she's wearing some elite jewelry, carrying a beautiful clutch bag and high heels and red lipstick. Somebody who is so rich and put together, somebody who looks classy, somebody who has a very good taste in terms of fashion, in terms of accessories, and she's somebody who's like always smelling good, always looking luxe, and always carrying that demure. So that kind of a lady is kind of Angham for me. So there are four things that this fragrance kind of reminds me of. First is vanilla. Second is freshness in the vanilla. Like, it's not a very sweet vanilla, so there is like hint of freshness in this. Kick of ginger brings in a spicy element. Lavender brings in calmness in this fragrance. So basically, fresh, spicy, vanilla, lavender, and ginger. These are the four things that come across as the first thing in Angham. I'll share the notes breakdown with you now. This was released in 2024, so relatively new in the market. The notes are top notes of ginger, mandarin, and pink pepper. So yeah, you do get like a hint and a kick of pink pepper along with ginger. I told you, right, there's a kick in this fragrance, so that's where it comes from. Mid notes of lavender, praline, cacao, and jasmine. Now, I hardly get jasmine in this fragrance. It's very much in the background. Lavender just takes the front seat in this fragrance along with vanilla. Also, the praline and cacao kind of adds in some character here, and praline adds in some sweetness in this fragrance. But it's not too sweet of a fragrance. It's a very balanced, kind of like a freshy vanilla situation. The base notes has vanilla, amber, and musk. So you know what, on my birthday, my husband surprised me with Burberry Goddess, and this perfume is a freaking 10,000 fragrance. yeah, it's very, very expensive, and I got into a mental shock when I saw that he got this for me. However, his love has no bounds, but I really did not want him to spend so much on this perfume, but he did anyways. I love this fragrance. I am going to like keep every drop of this fragrance to myself. Like, I'm so possessive about this fragrance. I use it very sparingly, as you can see, because yeah, it's very expensive, and it's very close to my heart, and I'm very emotionally attached to this one. So I'm super glad that I got Angam because this is in the range of 3,500, and you can get it on discount at Centopia Perfumes. You can even use my additional 5% coupon code, which I'll leave here on the screen. It's a non-affiliated code, and you and I both can use it happily to get some discount. So this is like an inexpensive version of Burberry Goddess. So I am so thrilled, so happy, and so satisfied that I have like a backup of this, so I can like drowse myself with this, and then maybe two three spritz of this will do the job. So that's how I'm thinking. So yeah, I am kind of like emotionally attached to this scent profile itself now. So this kind of the moment I apply this one, this reminds me of Burberry Goddess, and in turn reminds me of the good memories. So I really love this fragrance for that, and once I get emotionally attached to something, it's a lifelong problem. You know, I'm a very emotional person, which I have realized recently that I don't let go very fast. I don't know if it's a probably is a bad thing. I have all the bad qualities. So it's probably a bad quality that I'm like emotionally too attached, and I get attached to things as well. Especially things that I get from my loved ones. I like get super attached to those things. So Angam, however, I have purchased, but it reminds me of Burberry Goddess. So yeah, I'm emotionally attached to that. So this one is through and through a sexy oriental vanilla. Of course, you can wear it during daytime and evening, and you are just going to smell divine. You are going to smell like a goddess, like it's mentioned here. A very elite, well put together, classy, elegant goddess is what this perfume will make you feel. Let's talk about the performance on this one. This gives me a longevity of around 7 hours. It has a good projection. Starting 30-40 minutes, it projects really well, and then it creates a good scent bubble around me. So whoever is talking in a closer vicinity to me will definitely get the wisp. If I hug someone, if I'm sitting next to someone, they'll definitely get my wisp. This is not the kind of fragrance that fills the room, so the sillage is kind of mediocre on this one, but the projection is good and it is kind of long lasting. This is a kind of fragrance that you can wear in daytime as well as transition into an evening nighttime fragrance. It's very balanced when it comes to the notes. Right amount of freshness, just the right amount of uh, fresh and spicy kick, right amount of sweetness. So has a very calming, very overall balanced effect to it. Definitely can be worn all year around, all seasons, day as well as nighttime. Coming to occasion, um, this again depends on your choice. For me, this is a good everyday fragrance, and of course, if I on days if I want to like go and watch a movie with my husband, or wear it for a dinner date or for a lunch date, I would wear this with an additional layering of some vanilla fragrance, because I just want to be more sweet, smell more sweet, smell more irresistible. So something on those lines, I may add a more layering combo to this, but this one to me is a good everyday scent as well. Is this a safe blind buy? I'll say yes, because it's not at all a screechy fragrance. Such a well balanced fragrance that I think this qualifies for a good safe blind buy. Now, however, this perfume is marketed as unisex fragrance, and may so, but I find this to be quite feminine. Like, it just has that delicate elegance to it, which is more feminine to my nose, and I find this one to be a tad bit sweeter than Burberry Goddess already. So I think this one, however is marketed as unisex, I find this to be more feminine. It does not have any Middle Eastern percentage to it, like it does not have oud and all of those notes. It smells modern, definitely smells designer, because it is duping Burberry Goddess. So yeah, it has a very nice modern designer vibe to it, and there's nothing Middle Eastern about it. I do want to mention one thing. If you have kind of like smelled the lavender oil, like you get those roll-on lavender oils, which has that hint of that oiliness to it. Somehow, the combination of vanilla with lavender and with some other notes mixed together does give me a feel of oiliness in this fragrance. Like I can smell oiliness in this perfume. Okay, I don't know if it's just me because I haven't heard other people talk about this oiliness, but it's there. To my nose, I can detect it. Like I feel that this fragrance has some oiliness to it. So whenever I put it, whenever I apply it, I feel like, you know, this may act well as a body oil because it has that kind of fragrance to it. So again, I do want to share some of the keywords that I have mentioned here, just so that you get a summary and a round off of the fragrance. So I've written that it is a kind of simple smelling fragrance, but it's kind of complicated as well. It's a good everyday fragrance and occasional as well. You can also use this as a bridal fragrance if you're wearing pastel colored lehenga or pastel colored dress or even white. Modern Western designer feel. Strong, dense, kind of heavy because of that oiliness that I mentioned. Has a natural fragrance feel to it because of lavender. Floral, again because of lavender. Has a earthy and powdery and delicate feel to it as well. So yeah, in the dry down, it does have like a powdery earthy smell to it. And you know, when you crumple the lavender, the dry lavender, if you like crush it and mix it with some oil and some vanilla essence, this is the kind of dry down that you'll get probably. So it is kind of powdery in the dry down. It is slightly sweet, slightly spicy because of the ginger kick and the pepper that's present here. This one does have a mysterious boss lady vibe to it, a CEO vibe to it also, and it's sexy and warm and mysterious. On Fragrantica, this one has a rating of 4.6 out of 5. For me, this is 10 out of 10. This is the kind of fragrance that I really enjoy on my everyday basis. This makes me smell elite, makes me smell very feminine, yet very bossy. It makes me feel confident. You know, like I can get through the day with this fragrance. Like, you know, it gives you that kind of confidence that yes, today I'll get through the day because this reminds me of my loved one. So this feels like a warm hug when I wear it, and I feel that okay, I have my loved ones, I have my near and dear ones with me, and they're not running anywhere away. So this is kind of reassuring to me that I am surrounded by love. So I kind of like this fragrance for that feel. So for me, this is a definite 10 out of 10. So yeah, if you want to smell very warm, sexy, sweet, yet calming, and you want to like feel confident as well, I think Angam is the way to go. Absolutely love this fragrance. Highly recommend it for all the people who were waiting for my review. Just go for it. It's a Shreya approved fragrance. Absolutely love this one. Let's talk about the subtle differences between Burberry Goddess and Angam. So the first and foremost difference is the price. 10,000, 3,500. Now, this one is fresher than Angam. Okay, the lavender in Burberry Goddess is more strong. Like it comes off a little screechy, if I may say so. Yeah. So this also has more hints of kind of those citrusy notes to it. So this is more fresher, more lavender forward, less sweeter on the vanilla. Okay, so that is the main difference between this and Angam. Angam has a balanced note of lavender, has less of citruses, more of vanilla and more of warmth because of amber. Amber is playing a good role in this fragrance. Jasmine I don't detect in both. But yeah, that is the main difference between the two. Out of the two, which one I'll recommend? Go by your budget. If you're on a budget, Angam is the answer for it. If you only prefer designer fragrances, of course, Burberry Goddess is the way to go. So yeah, my overall rating is 10 out of 10. This is very my kind of a fragrance. Absolutely love it, and absolutely will love it for my whole life. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like and enjoy this video, do hit the like button. Let me know what is your experience with Burberry Goddess versus Angam if you have both. Or if you've tried Angam, what is your overall experience? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions that I have not answered about this fragrance, feel free to ask me there. I will definitely respond back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Bye.